Hello, Saltley. Welcome to the STEM Assembly. I am Mr. Hassan. I'm going to be talking to you about STEM at Saltley and what great, exciting learning opportunities and career pathway STEM subjects have in store for you. So let's see where we go. Your STEM team is myself, Mr. Hassan, and Mr. Cassidy, SLT. Maths coordinator, Mr. Khan. Science coordinator, Mr. Wahab and Miss Hopkins, SLT. And technology coordinator, Mr. Jagadar. I'd like you to appreciate this STEM rap that I've found for you, inspiring STEM subjects.
Yes, Zubair, what would you like to be?
I think I like to be a doctor, miss.
Oh, excellent. And you, Lucia?
Miss, I think I want to be a politician.
Politician, very good. What, Kuiper?
Me? I want to be a number-loving scientist. Better recognize.
When I was younger, I thought I'd be a fireman. But now I'm older, I don't know where the fire went. Then I thought I could talk for the government, carry out my work for society's benefit. Now that I'm not a kid, my choice is important. A real opportunity to broaden my options. What could I be if I wanna make a difference? Maybe an engineer, how about science? Well, I did it for my GCSEs. It never seemed to be something I'd achieve easily, but time and effort can boost the ability. I guess it depends on how much that it means to me. I'm pleased to see these new medications. I could have been a doctor if I only had the patience. They make observations to build explanations with estimations based on known information. So, what do you know about SET? Science, engineering, technology. If you take a look back through history, science and...
Wait, hold on a minute. You need to talk something more about maths in there.
Something more about maths?
Yeah, maths. You need to update more.
Alright, that's a good point, that's a good point. I'd have to change the chorus though.
Just get on it. Get it done.
Alright, how about this? They make observations to build explanations with estimations based on known information. So, what you know about STEM? Mathematics and science, engineering, technology. If you take a look back through history, science and maths evolved to solve mysteries. What you know about STEM? Mathematics and science, engineering, technology. Lay foundations on a firm grounding and find new ways to adapt the surroundings. SET, but don't forget mathematics, putting numbers on the world, helping us to understand it. That's 1 + 1 to sum the basis of counting. Multiplication, division and subtracting. Maths was like a weapon that could help us understand how to spend our money better or measure a plot of land. Who profited the taxman who kept it close at hand, while astronomers made calendars that gave us yearly plans. Maths is the study that can help us to relate different quantities, structures, spaces and change. Measuring and calculating motions and shapes to reveal the hidden patterns that the universe makes. So ever studying the shapes with Pythagoras' theorem, or developing the decimals as powers of 10. Who wasn't there in the beginning but will stick it on the ends with the maths. Now the SET is called STEM. So what you know about STEM? Mathematics and science, engineering, technology. If you take a look back through history, science and maths evolved to solve mysteries. What you know about STEM? Mathematics and science, engineering, technology. Lay foundations on a firm grounding and find new ways to adapt the surroundings. So look around for a slice of the sciences. See them everywhere, there's a world of appliances. New devices and enticing images, healthcare, pharmacies and all kinds of physicists. Making gadgets and telecommunications with new ways to copy and store information. Exploring the universe to learn how it functions. The physics of the particles, the matters in motion. Even the notion of realistic graphics implies that we have an understanding of the physics. But then a bit of chemistry is just as fantastic. The CDs and consoles are made out of plastic. Many roles make the most of a chemist. Just check your deodorant or any cosmetics. The complicated chemicals and stuff they invented has given us materials we never have expected. So what you know about STEM? Mathematics and science, engineering, technology. If you take a look back through history, science and maths evolved to solve mysteries. What you know about STEM? Mathematics and science, engineering, technology. Lay foundations on a firm grounding and find new ways to adapt the surroundings.
So, Where can STEM take you? STEM careers and the demand for people with STEM skills. What people say they really want from a job. A variety of jobs linked by the common thread that they all require STEM skills. Key facts about the growing demands for people with STEM skills. You're about to see another short clip about STEM career pathways.
I'm working on materials, my shoes will be the best. A lighter, faster running shoe that's way beyond the rest. I can say, you know what, that shoe design is mine as they annihilate opponents as they cross the finish line. I'm designing blades that operate wind farms. With all the knowledge that I have, I'm feeling totally armed. I'm a legal hacker, I test security systems. In this role I really matter, check my skills, no one can diss them. I can change a tyre in 3.8 seconds. I'll be part of history, one day I reckon. I'll make sure the buildings drawn by architects will stand. And I'll make a lot of money, which is something that I planned. I work with infrared cameras to track down criminals, using top spec technology, keeping crime to a minimal. I fit artificial hands and then I teach how to use them, using a science, technology, engineering infusion. I design aircraft engines, you see knowledge is power. They fly 550 miles an hour. I'm helping farmers grow more food from less land. With all the things that I know, I thought I'd give them a hand. How about testing gears on mountain bikes? It's the coolest job ever, cause bikes are something I like. There are villages in Africa, they're very remote. I help to make sure they get water so they don't give up hope. Technology on smartphones, what do you think of that? Imagine telling your friends, hey, I created that app. I love my new job, gets better every week. And whilst I'm learning new skills, I'm helping children to speak. I mix sounds for bands who are playing big crowds. I love what I do, I think I've done myself proud. These jobs have something in common, important, you know that. They all need science, technology, engineering and maths. I know it sounds unachievable, but it's totally feasible. And then after that, you get yourself on the map. So what are your plans? Cause it's important you care. You know what they say, it's gotta stem from somewhere.
STEM news. So where do you find out about where to go? Coming soon. So look out for the notice boards with up-to-date news on STEM activities. There will also be a dedicated web page on the school website. What is STEM and why is it so important? So the importance of STEM is what we're looking at on this slide. Science, technology, engineering and mathematics. They're not as popular with school-age students as they once were. That's a concern for the UK as a whole. But it should be a concern for all of us too. Why? Because any future skills shortage will affect both the economy and the individual worker. So on this slide, we're going to look at the application of STEM subjects and skills. So where do we actually apply these subjects that we're talking about? Think about the modern world. Look around the room you're in. Pretty much everything from the laptop or tablet or PC you're reading this on, and the software that runs it, to the paint or wallpaper on the walls, the fibers your clothes are made of, and even the food you serve the family pet is at least in part available due to the efforts of scientists, researchers, engineers and technicians who all have STEM skills. Without enough of these people, the economy just wouldn't function as well as it could. And according to many studies, that's exactly what the UK is facing. Falling numbers of students, job seekers with STEM qualifications, plus the imminent retirement of STEM specialists means there are going to be big shortages on the horizon. So, what's the big deal, you ask? Why am I talking about this? Falling numbers of students with STEM qualifications plus the imminent retirement of STEM specialists means there is a big shortage on the horizon. So, basic economics, basic supply and demand. Where there's a shortage, there'll be a high demand. More jobs, more opportunities, and more pay. So how's it looking for STEM? Opportunities are growing. Employment in STEM occupations is projected to grow almost 2 times faster than the average for all occupations. So here's a little summary of how it looks. The number breakdown as follows. All occupations are expected to grow 10%. STEM occupations are expected to grow 19%. Life sciences 27%. Computer and maths 22%. Physical science jobs 15% and engineering positions 11%. So we're going to look at a food technologist as one of the first examples of STEM subject applications. Here we have Jessica Chambers. She's a food technologist at Sainsbury's, and she's job allows her to gain experience of work in many different areas. So here's a short clip and then we'll talk about it.
Hello, I'm Jessica and I work here at Sainsbury's Store Support Centre. I'm a food technologist, and what that basically means is we're looking after the quality and the safety of our own brand food. This is our food centre. This is where we cook up loads of different products. We look into how the food is produced, making sure that it's healthy, but it's also safe for our customers, and also that it tastes really good as well. This is one of our sampling rooms where we assess the quality of our products. This morning Ben's going to be sampling chocolate. This is one of the perks of the job. So once we've perfected our food and drink here behind the scenes, we launch the products in store. This is one of mine. It really helps to have a good understanding of science in my work. For example, chemistry really helps us to understand cheese making. Biology helps us ensure that our food is safe for our customers. We wouldn't want any bugs growing on our food. When I first started working for Sainsbury's, I was really lucky to travel around the world for a year. I was working at a flavour house in Australia. I was picking apples in New Zealand and also inspecting produce in France. It's a great place to work because there's so many young, vibrant people who work here, and you all work within teams, so it's quite friendly. Is that helping your wastage as well, so you're throwing less out? The best part of this job is how varied it is. It's always exciting and never get bored. If you're worried about having a boring job, take science, because trust me, all the best jobs involve science and you'll never look back.
I hope you enjoyed Jessica's clip. Now we're going to look at an energy manager. This is Jo. Her job is at London Olympics, where she manages the design team responsible for the use of energy efficiency and renewable energies on the site. She describes how physics A-level has really helped her in her role, where she uses maths and physics skills daily.
I'm Jo Carris. I'm the energy manager at the London 2012 Olympic Park.
In 2012, the world's top athletes are going to come here to compete in the Olympic Games. But after that, Londoners are going to use the park to work, live and play in a sustainable way.
I think I really became interested in the field when I found out that buildings have got such a big impact on the environment, and I just wanted to do something about it.
So you can see the Olympic Park being built behind me. It's one of the biggest construction projects in Europe, so there's massive opportunity to implement green initiatives and really do the right thing.
My role is to work with the design and construction teams to make sure that they're building energy efficient buildings and that we're reducing the carbon emissions on the park.
So this behind me is the aquatic centre. It's been designed to be really energy efficient, so we've thought about increasing natural light and insulation to make sure that it reduces its carbon emissions. Yes, I'll be there in about half an hour. We'll come and do a site inspection.
I use maths and physics in my job quite a lot, really, doing all sorts of energy efficiency calculations, looking at costing of things, and you really need those skills to be able to work in our field and deliver on projects of this size. Studying maths and physics has given me a really good grounding for my career. I could go into numerous different jobs with those as a background skill. I really, really love making a difference to the environment. What I'm doing now is going to have an impact on future generations. I love my job. I get to do what I love every day.
Now we're going to look at a games developer. We've got Simon, who works as a computer games developer, building scenarios for games using computer scripted language. This Department for Education clip shows how science, technology, engineering and maths can be the foundation for a career in the computer industry.
We make the gameplay in the game. You place your cameras, you place your vehicles, you place your characters, you draw up the paths that they're all going to take, and you tell them when to do it. My job on Driver Parallel Lines was to script a number of the missions. Sometimes you get given some work to do and it's a real headbanger. The one thing that keeps coming up is basic geometry. If you're working with a camera looking at an object, if you've got to track it or move it in a different way, the maths just keeps coming to get you every time. You're sat there, you're making notes, you're scribbling diagrams and you just can't get it, and suddenly it just clicks, and that can be a real rush. I did lots of computing at GCSE and A-level, along with maths and physics. One of the things you've got to do is play lots of other games, see what's fun. I like to sit around playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band. The more you experience of games, the better you grow to understand them and the better game you're going to make.
Web developer. Now that's something that could be exciting for you. Job description and salary. This is a typical profile of the job description. Web developers are specialist software engineers who use their technical ability and creative vision to develop web applications such as content management systems, economic solutions and other bespoke web-based products. Salary and benefits. So here we go. Entry level, we're looking at 20,000 and 27,000. Senior web developers can go up to as much as 70,000 a year. What do you need to be a web developer? Although a degree is not strictly necessary for entry into this line of work, completing an undergraduate degree in a relevant subject such as computer science, software engineering, maths or physics may boost your chances of securing an entry-level position. However, don't forget there's another way to boost your employability to get work experience with digital agencies or IT companies. This will give you fantastic hands-on experience and will enable you to work to build up a network of useful contacts. So, coming back, just to tie things up, the people, your go-to people, STEM lead, Mr. Hassan. The two SLT members that are linked to this is Mr. Cassidy and Miss Hopkins. So for in maths, when you're in maths, your go-to person is Mr. Khan. Science, Mr. Wahab. And in technology, Mr. Jagadar. Thank you for watching this presentation. I hope it's given you a flavour of what STEM has in store for you.